Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for One Piece chapter 915. And so, one thing I liked almost immediately in this chapter is we see how Kaido and his men aren't just controlling the social standing of the citizens, but they're also influencing the actions of those who are that pretty much live in this basically in this wealthier district of the in this wealthier area of the Bakura district, which we got a little bit of that in previous chapters, but this just shows how much power and influence the Beast Pirates actually have actually been granted, but have actually been granted through this whole alliance that they have with the Shogun. Although I'm sure, like I'm sure that this is something that's really just been kind of like glanced over or just been kind of hidden as what the truth actually is. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole story that the Shogun's painted right now is that it's one of those things that with basically Odin Kozuki gone, the Beast Pirates are acting as a deterrent under the guise of the under Wano being a protectorate of Kaido. Like I'm sure that that's basically the whole story that the beast that the Shogun and Kaido kind of cooked up together in order to make this scheme work. But yeah, it is kind of interesting to see just pretty much how much influence that the Shogun has actually granted the Beast Pirates, and how much freedom the Shogun has actually granted them. Like it really just puts into perspective how much control that Kaido actually has over Wano now. Like I mean, again, it's something we've already known. Basically, they're just seeing all the factors and whatnot. But this shows it's beyond just smile factors and whatnot. It's all about power and influence too. So yeah, Kaido, he's definitely got some leeway in this country for sure. And what happened in this episode? Oh boy, I'm sure it's not gonna go unnoticed by him. Or what happened in this chapter? Sorry, I don't know why I said episode, but yeah, what happened in this chapter? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kaido's gonna take note of what happened here in this chapter. Um, and speaking of the Beast Pirates, Oda really went out with the creativity in this chapter. I mean, we pretty much got introduced to two new. We got the official introduction of Holdem in this chapter, and we got an introduction of like a mouse man smile holder. But I mean, like the thing is, like the pretty much the entire design of the mouse guy was funny enough, but seeing how Oda chose to design Holdem in this Holdem was just hilarious. And the thing about Holdem's design is that when I first laid eyes on it, it had me doing like a double take for a moment, because I was like, okay, we definitely all know that definitely Oda likes to go definitely creative into some very weird places whenever he designs characters, but. And I guess part of me definitely should have really expected it. I mean, it's goddamn Oda, for God's sakes. This is a man whose creativity is on like thousands. If a person's random, if a person's natural creativity is 100, then Oda's creativity is like 1,000,000. But even knowing that, he still surprised me, because I was not expecting what I got out of how Oda chose to design Holdem in this chapter. Like, it was just hilarious, and it was just like, what the fuck. Like, I was not expecting the lion part of Holdem to be on his crotch. Like, seriously, what am I supposed to say to something like that? Like, he literally has like a fucking lion on his belt area, his gut. Like, it's like, what? Seriously, what am I supposed to say to that other than it's got to be hard for him to wag his tail with a chastity belt that bites back? Oh god, seriously, see, Oda, One Piece. See, you see what you made me do? You made me say a really bad, dirty joke. Like, god damn it. You made me say an erection joke, for God's sakes, Oda. What the hell? But yeah, that's seriously the first thing that came to mind. Like, Oda, what? What? Okay, bad dirty joke aside, however, there is something very interesting about Holdem in this about Holdem in this chapter, which is if you pay close attention to pretty much to pretty much to pretty much the whole panel of where we see Holdem getting officially introduced, there are certain aspects to Holdem's overall design that bear a certain resemblance to Kaido's original appearance when he was first mentioned in the series. Like it is very subtle and it's hard to pick out, but there are definitely certain aspects of Holdem's design, like for instance his hat and his nose, and hell, I'd even say just even though it is a lot more lion-like, I'd say even just portions of his overall facial appearance that yeah, definitely kind of see they definitely kind of bear just a little bit of a resemblance to pretty much how Oda probably wanted to kind of originally design, how Oda kind of originally had had Kaido's design, but then again that was of course just a bit of a silhouette design, so we don't really know if that was, so it was obviously that might not have even been intended, but yeah, there are certain similarities to Holdem's design that do bear certain resemblances to definitely to Kaido's original concept design for sure. Um, Now, the big reveal in this chapter is that there's more to Tama's powers than we first believed, which makes sense is when you see how easy she was able to tame the baboon, like they said. But now this just honestly raises the question of what's so special about the food that from which Tama creates with her powers, like, and what is the effect of this, and what is like the full effect of her power, like what exactly is so special about her power that can actually that can actually that is so that can actually like that can actually put and that can actually make animals submit, and it is with something like that. It is also seeming like it seems like that Kaido and his that Holdem wants to of course gain control of Tama's powers in order to train animals, in order to train like actual like war animals. That is kind of seeming like a bit more of a probability now. Um, but yeah, just what just I'm curious as to what her power of what the full effect of her power can do exactly. The Honestly, the only thing I can think of right now is there's something in her skin that 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 kind of mixes with her abilities when she uses her devil fruit power, that allows her that allows for this to happen, for her to be able to tame animals. But yeah, either that or yeah, there's it's yeah, it really is one of those very. It is one of those very questioning powers. Like, what is so special about Tama's powers that really makes it, that really makes animals like submit to her, and, but, and I'm, and yeah, it seems like Holdem isn't really waiting around to wait. Like he's going to he's gonna pry it out of her and study her if he needs to in order to find out. And so Luffy, you've pretty much already caused trouble, so just get there now. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, speaking of Luffy and causing trouble, uh, okay, I'll be I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I had two fucking facepalm moments in this chapter. The first was pretty much that basically pervo sumo wrestler. Like, seriously, I think Sanji's got competition for the perviest character in One Piece. Like, I know Sanji is going to be still claimed as I know people in the comments section are going to be like that Sanji is still number one perv, but honestly, I think this guy is some decent competition. Like just the way he was perving on I think it was what's her name? Oh, it was on I think O-Kiku. Yeah, O-Kiku in this chapter was just like, really, bro, like, damn, like, ooh, Jesus Christ. But in One Piece, but thankfully, O-Kiku proved that she doesn't that she didn't need that she has no feelings towards him, and that she can easily kick his ass if he even tries to make a move on her. So there's that too. Although I don't think he's gonna act so civil in the next chapter. But anyway, and the other moment that had me facepalm was the moment when Luffy just straight up yelled out that he's looking for basically Tama. And I mean, it's one of those things where we're obviously used to it. Like we've gotten to know Luffy as a character, so we know he's even after being told, we definitely know he's not gonna keep his trap shut for very long. Like he's inevitably gonna say shit. It's in his nature to be a fucking loudmouth idiot. But the thing about what Luffy just did in this chapter, it really puts Law's whole idea of preventing Luffy and Zoro from causing a fuss into a real shit show of a situation. And if the thing about this is, if Law had any plans in place even before all this went to hell, then yeah, they're even before things went to hell, then yeah, they've pretty much gone. All your plans have pretty much gone down the drain, Law. So whatever I'm not gonna say you shouldn't do it. So whatever you're gonna do, Law, do it now. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review. I guess kind of just me kind of reacting, sort of speak to all the events in this episode. But if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.